Hello, dear friends. External help doesn't exclude internal work, because God helps those who help themselves. Opinion piece: external assistance, special forces, remedying evil, benevolent assistance, missionaries of light, cosmic volunteers. There is much turbulence. They are helping humankind. It will be heaven on earth. Next train wreck. Timetable for completion. Will it get worse before it gets better? Let's start. When Earth was mired in third density, Gaia asked the universal family for the help she needed to get out of that depth where darkness held her back, because what happens anywhere affects everything else everywhere. So the transformation of life on Earth will benefit all other worlds in this universe, according to Matthew's last message through Susie Ward on July 3, 2023. Third density worlds that didn't ask for help or refused the assistance that was lovingly offered have taken many thousands of years to reach fourth density, where Earth has a wise location and the status that may are reaching in personal ascension. That this has happened in only several decades shows the uniqueness of the speed thanks to the light emitted by other civilizations and the steadfastness of the volunteers. Reconstruction. According to Arnold, a member of the non-terrestrial special forces, when this plague of darkness exhausts its course of energy, and that is happening rapidly, the evil it has caused must be remedied and will leave the planet and all its inhabitants to heal cultural, racial and religious prejudices, as well as serious problems such as economic polarization, political and corporate corruption, cruelty to animals, ignorance of truth, control of information, crumbling cities and villages, homelessness and poverty, polluted soil, air and water, and so on. Some of you are thinking that it could be a century or more before the devastated environment can be restored to health and people around the world can live peacefully, cooperatively and prosperously within the richness of their diversity and in harmony with nature. Think in return that the light will continue to intensify and the frequency will continue to rise, and advanced souls will incarnate in great numbers. Arnold's inner earthly people estimate that the reconciliation, cleansing and rebuilding will be completed in less than 2 generations, 35 to 40 years, and many aspects will be achieved much sooner. Significant efforts have begun in some areas, others are in planning, and throughout those years we will work together with you. Some will introduce your technology and help you to apply your own, which you have suppressed and abused for they have suppressed and abused for its beneficial use. It will harness free energy, dematerialize radioactive waste, rid oceans and rivers of pollution and debris, cleanse the soil of toxicity, rebuild war-torn areas, turn deserts into farmland, and revolutionize economic, legal, and governance systems, health, agriculture, education, construction, communication, and transport. Healing. As the cellular structure of the body becomes crystalline, the 10 dormant strands of the genetic code will be activated, one by one, until they are all functioning at full capacity. People will understand that they are multidimensional eternal souls experiencing another life in a physical world, that animals and plants are also souls, and that each life is connected to all others and to the supreme being of this universe. The eradication of disease will lead to a longer, healthier, and happier life, and access to innate abilities such as telepathic communication, astral travel, and manifestation through focused thought will enrich life immeasurably. The misinformation that pervades the world will be replaced by truth, and all information in the media and textbooks will be accurate. Fear will be replaced by joy, curiosity, excitement, and a spirit of adventure. You will enjoy what now seems to be science fiction, such as traveling to other worlds and greeting your universal family who come to visit you from other civilizations. The population will not advance en masse, but individually according to people's beliefs about their past powers, and ultimately all will reach that advanced state of being. The Earth's destiny, her golden age, will blossom into the fullness of unity of consciousness. Indeed, it will be heaven on earth. Some have chosen in their soul contract to leave Earth before that era blossoms in all its splendor. They will live in other magnificent worlds where love, peace, and living in harmony with nature are also cornerstones. You will see the panorama of Earth, where all its residents thrive with joy in the abundance and pristine beauty of the planet. Special Forces. Members of the Special Forces number in the thousands and are located all over the world wherever they are needed. They come from who they are, and none have ever strayed from their mission. They retain their innate abilities of manifestation, dematerialization, teleportation, astral travel, telepathic communication, being present only in spirit and therefore invisible to onlookers, and reading the thoughts of others near or distant. These extraordinary abilities in people on Earth allow these volunteers to be especially valuable in intelligence agencies, the sciences, medical laboratories, information analysis, forces, and governments. And some are prodigies, which should come as no surprise, and some are what you call illusionists. That may seem like a frivolous mission, but it has a purpose. By walking through a brick wall of producing a car out of thin air, for example, they are demonstrating that this is possible. Thoughts of any possibility precede the development, more accurately, the activation of the ability to achieve it, and these artists are stimulating their audience to contemplate how such feats can be accomplished. They are, it could be said, the pointers to the way for the peoples of Earth to discover their own innate capacities. Add to this that it is the members of the Special Forces who reduced the toxicity of things and erased the programming of chips, as well as preventing the detonation of nuclear warheads and the malfunctioning of other weapons. Their reptilians include all the generations of European families and a group that can be considered the embodiment of evil. By emitting low frequencies, this group helps to perpetuate third density conditions, although their primary interest is their own survival, as opposed to the puppets of the dark forces that cause all manner of chaos. Freeing Earth from darkness is moving rapidly around the world. The forces will maintain order and provide security for the citizenry, as the cleansing intensifies. Billions of souls volunteer to awaken the Earth family so that they can see that they have the power to make their world peaceful, healthy and prosperous. You are chosen because you are the strongest and have been successful in other three-dimensional worlds. Although dramatic changes are not public, we assure you that you have not fallen short. The light you radiate simply by being has been motivating millions to begin to think, question, reason, and act on a higher level of consciousness. Reset news. According to Benjamin Fulford, the expected movement is unfolding. The riots in France, Belgium, and Switzerland have all the hallmarks of this. Men in identical black uniforms and police-style boots are wreaking havoc while pretending to be Muslim demonstrators. This is the classic action to prepare public opinion for the military law. The idea would be to create so much chaos that the citizenry would welcome a coup to restore order. The fact that this kind of sabotage is taking place in Switzerland means that some kind of movement against centers of power is likely. The same is true of Belgium, where the European Union is based. These riots seem to be coordinated with pride bands that promote immorality. Turbulence. Buffness said, "There is a lot of turbulence on the rumor update riots at the moment. The good guys are gathering enough data to justify derailing the naughty ones. Let the tide throw move in the direction it should go." The train wreck that is about to happen will open many eyes, and the coming revelations will make headlines that most will find hard to believe. It is hoped that more people will begin to read and study alternative knowledge for the benefit of all. The idea of bringing the elements to justice is coming to the forefront for all to discuss. Politicians will be exposed for what they have done. A lot of legal entanglements are being sorted out. The goods are being delivered and those in charge are doing their job. The whole mission has taken a distinctive turn, and that is to the benefit of the world. Things could go from bad to worse before they get better. The things you will have to deal with will be on a daily basis. You can be sure that all is not lost. Message: Saul via John Smallman. You all choose to be here and now, to do justice, and you are succeeding magnificently, even if you currently have very little sense of it. But if you pay attention on how you feel in each moment as you practice living consciously, you will begin to realize, despite the extreme mood swings that many experience, that you feel more at peace with yourself and a greater reception of your life as it unfolds, just as you intended to do before you incarnated for the most amazing earthly life experiencing. Right now you are precisely where you are meant to be, doing and being precisely what you are meant to do and be. Through it may well seem to you that others are far ahead of you, assisting in the awakening process of humankind. Nothing could be farther from the truth. You are all beings doing magnificent work, so stop comparing yourselves to others who seem to you to be living a superior way of life. Just know that you are all living beautifully as intended and bringing the awakening to its unavoidable and happiest conclusion. if you would listen to your intuition, which is always available to offer you a sacred guidance and information, it would be very positive to bring to your attention the truth that you are following very beautifully the paths you planned for yourself prior to your current life. Therefore, trust yourselves. God does, and He knows how absolutely trustworthy you all are. Trusting yourself is living as the sovereign beings that you are and allowing your intuition, not your ego, to guide your thought, word and action without fear or anxiety about what others may think. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.